everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from 49 Market I have this fantastic eucalyptus collection. It's gorgeous, you guys. We've got rub-ons, we've got laser cut elements. Nobody does laser cut like 49 Market, and we've also got a 6x8 mini collection pack. Interesting. Make cards just like this with beautiful rub-ons and laser cuts. I have so much more to show you, so come back and play with me. So let's take a quick flip through the 6x8 mini collection pack. So we've got multiples of each of these papers. I believe it's 2 of each. There we go. And it's got this sage green, eucalyptus blue, gray color. Beautiful, beautiful leaves of the eucalyptus, gorgeous. So if you are a eucalyptus fan, this one is for you. Beautiful watercolor look. I'm going to try to skip the doubles here. Go. I also love these little, like, I'll be showing you this in a little bit, little color swatch thing there, like paint swatches. And the butterflies. Beautiful. All right, so now let's take a look at the laser cuts. So on the cover of the laser cuts, you get this great sheet of cutouts. That's another thing about 49 Market. They waste nothing. So this could just be blank, but they gave you all these cutouts. Wonderful. This is the kind of the color swatch thing I was trying to tell you about, and there's just numbered colors, and I'm going to use that on a card. Look at the beautiful laser cut. Isn't it gorgeous? They're so delicate and so well done. I was just telling Paulette today, I have never seen any of the 49 Market laser cuts where they had mistakes or big chunks of white on them or anything. They're so perfectly cut. Nobody does them like this. And there we go. Look at all of these with the like little strings that can go on your cards, the buttons, the little bows, all the ribbon pieces. Wonderful embellishments. We've got doilies, we've got little notebooks, we've got tabs. Beautiful. Okay, and then let's take a look at the rub-ons. So we've got our little rub-on stick, so important. We've got all these beautiful rub-on butterflies. They're like blues and grays and greens and blacks. We've got the eucalyptus here, more leaves. I love the splatters and splats and little bits of ephemera and writing typeset. We've got some borders that are gorgeous. And then we've got these rub-ons that are little sentiments, which are perfect for photos and things like that. That's kind of the way they're leaning. So if you're doing an album or a small album or something like that, this works beautiful. Anything with pictures on it, this is the rub-ons for you. All right, so let's take a look at some cards. So this first one that I showed you, this is a slimline card, so it's 3.5 by 8.5. And then I took this paper right here with this embellishment and just glued it right there. But before I did, I took some paper off of this side, off the back, just about a 1/2 inch, and I glued some at the top and the bottom. Then I inked the edge here and here, and then just glued that right there. And then trimmed that even with the card. That's how I got my background. I took one of those beautiful laser cut flowers, one of the laser cut bows, a laser cut butterfly, and then some of the buttons there. And then we've got right here, Sincere Sympathy from, these are the Inside Outside Primary Dazzle stickers. And we call them primaries because we've got the 3 primary colors, but we also added brown, green, and black just to round out that collection. So here we go. It's a nice sympathy card. All right, so this one, guys, is a gatefold card with a little bit of a closure here. Got a little belly band on this one. Pull that off. The belly band is made from one of the laser cut borders. And I just wrapped it around the card and then glued it so that it was easy to get on and off. Then I took it off of the card and then built these leaves right on top of that. So just glued those leaves down. And then right on the center here, I've got some little 49 Market florets. This is cream colored flowers. Added those with just a little bit of twine. And that's how I got my little belly band. I suggest building this belly band, if you're gluing things to it, off of the card. Just hold it like this and glue things on it and letting it dry. If you did that while it was on the card, the glue's gonna seep out and it's gonna stick to your card, 100%. All right, so this one started out, you guys, is a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and then I opened the card and then folded the edges to the center. Now we get our gatefold. And I took this beautiful eucalyptus paper and I glued one side to this side and then this side like this, okay? So that gave you, oops, it's upside down. And I just glued them like that so that we had eucalyptus on both sides. Inked the edges. The ink I used exclusively with this collection is the Prussian blue, and just used my little applicator and went around all the edges, and felt like it really did a nice job there. On the inside, just take a piece of paper and cover that, because we've got that fold there that's right there. Did the same little inside-outside dazzle stickers with the Thinking of You. These are rub-ons. I'm going to do a card with some rub-ons momentarily. And then we've got a rub-on here too, Loved. Very, very sweet. All right. And then this card. All right, so it's upside down. So this one is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. I used this paper right here, okay, and I cut it down so that I had a border here at the top and the bottom. Then I took this cutout piece that we were looking at the beginning, this one right here, and I glued it there. But before gluing down this edge, I used one of the laser pieces right here. That's just like that torn out piece of notebook paper. And I inked the edges of that with that Prussian blue, and I just glued it right under there. And then here is also one of those really cute laser cut little bows, glued that right over the top. Added that little friend greeting right there, and this is from, which collection is this one? We're Together Pearl and Pastel, and I used this really pretty pearl green one. There's a huge collection here. All right, so then I took one of these beautiful, I don't know if this is a butterfly or a moth, frankly, but I took this one from the laser cuts and I put some foam tape on the back of this. And then you guys will remember that our foam roll is pretty awesome and spectacular. This is 150 feet or 50 yards for about 20 bucks. And it's gonna last you a very, very long time. It's a great deal. I put that right there, and then I'm just gonna place this right here. It's gonna give that dimension and just has that cool factor that's awesome. All right, so for this last card, you guys, we're gonna do one together using the rub-ons and stuff. So I've got one of these cool laser cut borders. There's another laser cut little piece there. Some more lasers, some of those little flowers. Here's the little leaves. Got some greetings. I've got some rub-on borders here, some of that little splatters. This piece right here is cut out from this piece right here. It's actually upside down from the cover of the lasers. And then I've got this piece right here that is just a scrap of paper that's left over. And then I've got my eucalyptus here. I'm just cutting that off. All right, so we've got everything. And we've got our Cosmic Shimmer glue. We've got our 5 by 6.5 inch card. I've inked the edges here of the scrap of paper, and this is about 2 inches by 6 inches. And I'm not using the flowers on the back of it. I'm just gonna use this sort of watercolor right on the side here. And then I'm going back to this one I'm going to layer that right there. It's kind of about using those scraps of paper and things that you have. Like that. All right, and now we've got our border. I really like this cut here that's at the end of the border, so I think we're going to just go like this. And then what I like to do, instead of putting glue all up and down my border and then possibly gluing it down and having glue up here, I just like to put some glue right there and then put more glue down below where I know that's going to be. Okay, we're going to take our little scissors, snip that off. Might use the rest of that later. And now we've got this one, just sort of little bits of ephemera. And glue that one over here. And this one I want to have it even the top edge. Oops, I just forgot something. Let's take that off. I forgot my doily. All right, so for the doily, lots of glue around it there. This even with this edge. Now I'm going to put this back. Forgotten what my layout was going to be. There we go. All right, so you get our layers that we're going on here. Okay, so now I'm going to take this rub-on that I've selected. Now notice how I've cut this one out. I always tell people this when dealing with rub-ons, never try to do this. Never try to be like that. And then, oh, I'm just going to use this part right here. Oh my gosh, it never works. Because all the rest of this stuff ends up sticking to your table or to your card. You don't want to. Just take a second and cut roughly, just around the edge. Don't try to be too accurate. But just separate it from the rest of the sheet is what I'm saying. You'll be much happier. All right, so we're going to take this and our little rub-on tool. And you can use this end, you can use this end. We're trying to get those little splatters that are on there. All right, now what I'm going to do is I just take and I lift up part of that little cellophane, and then you lift it up and you're like, oh, I missed one of those little splatters. Go back, add that down, missed some splatter there, and you just kind of lift and rub so that you're not missing any of those pieces. There you go. All right, and then we can also add some more splatters. I just love these splatters. I love saying the word splatter. Splatter or splotches. All right, and we can put some kind of overlapping right here. Okay, so we're doing that same thing where we're going to lift up. Now this time I'm not going to worry so much about missing some because I can always just take this and I'm going to sort of share with what's up here. I'm going to sort of spread those around. Just like that. All right, now I think it's time we're going to add the greeting first. So let's do, I really like this missing our time together. But it's very long for our card. So we're going to actually snip it apart. So we've got missing. Got to bring my pokey tool, which works so well with these. It's going to do this. We're going to do missing, and then we're going to snip it right where it, see that, right where it says the time. And we're going to do Our Time Together like that. So never worry if you're using a Dazzle sticker or something and you're like, well, that's not going to fit on my card. Just don't be afraid to alter it. All right, so now we've got some of our little leaves. Right there, we've got some of our little flowers. We'll put those there. We've also got a little heart and a little bow. Almost done. Hang in there, you guys. This is a long one. We're going to put our little bow right there. Our little leaves right there. Flower. I like to do the flowers and things in groups of 3. So you've got 2 flowers, but you've also got some leaves, so that makes your group of 3 right there. And then we've also got this little heart, which is just adorable. Let's put that right down there. All right, there you go. So it's a very mixed media look, and as you can see, it's just layering things one on top of the other. And we've got a lot of vertical things going on, and then we've got some horizontal things going on right here. That's kind of my little recipe. So you guys, we've got a fantastic money saver on this collection. Definitely encourage you to check that out. Oops. There we go. Let's get these all arranged. So as I said, we've got a great money saver. It's right over there. All the items that I used, all the inks, the flowers and everything are listed down below. And if you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video in the description box for a link and it'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. But hey, while you're there, a thumbs up really helps people find our channel, and subscribe because we do 4 to 5 videos a week and we wouldn't want you to miss a thing. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. We'll see you next time.